Welcome to Bartending 101. This is your lesson about your well. This is probably one of the few videos I'm not going to be in, but you don't need to see me. This is what you need to see. So we're just going to dive right in. There's a lot to go through on this one. Like I said in the introductory video, I'm trying to show you that you can practice bartending anywhere as long as you can get kind of a setup like this. Okay, so over here you're going to see cardboard boxes. I'm probably going to switch those out to plastic totes. I'll get to the remote control later and why that's there. But this is your typical setup. So this whole area is called your well. Another area or another term you might hear is someone ask, what's your well liquor? Your well whiskey, your well vodka. That is this. That's your well liquors right there. Normally, there's your ice well, right? And then normally off of the front of the ice well down here hangs a rail, and that's what your liquor usually goes in. We don't have a rail. We're not going to set that up, but so we have it just in front of the ice. That's where it'll be. All right. Another term is just like rail. Hey, what's your rail liquor? What's your rail vodka? And that's what they're asking is, what is this? What is this vodka? Okay. Now I got lucky. I went to our local thrift store and got some but I got some glass bottles that fit. And as you can see, these pour spouts almost fit all the way in, so they're working pretty well. If you can't find those, this was at Dollar Store or Dollar General. This is a 1 liter soda. You can guess which brand by the color, but the pour spouts worked pretty well in there. I've worked at places where the well liquor or rail liquor came in plastic bottles or glass bottles. So either way, either one of these is going to be great for practicing because it mimics real life. So again, we have juice bottles. I bought a pack of these so that I could show you what they look like, but you can use these. You don't have to use these. You don't have to buy these online, okay? You just need to practice sometimes making a vodka orange juice or a vodka cranberry and using these side bottles, whether they look like this or this, okay? Your brain just needs to practice. So if in your brain you're like, I'm grabbing orange juice, and you come over here and pour it, well, when it comes to the real deal, you're going to be used to pouring those, okay? So moving on, here is our condiment tray. Usually it's going to be limes. It's usually what gets used most. Then lemons, oranges, cherries, and olives, depending on what order. When you start working at a bar, you'll see the order. Just keep doing that. Okay, it's really easy. These bar mats, they need to face the customer. I don't need to see these liquors. I'm not buying that. I'm not looking at that. But these come from your reps. You want to keep getting free crap from your reps because then you get to take it home eventually if it doesn't get used. So you want these to face you want to keep your reps happy because they give you samples. Samples equals specials, and specials are fun to make and make you extra tips. So have these facing out. Let's see. Moving on. This bucket I found at our house. My wife must have got a pack of them of 3 because there's a couple floating around. Find a little bucket. This is your ice well. Okay, that's just where that goes. Here's a lot of your tools. You get your muddler, wine key, bar key, spoon, ice scoop that does not ever go in the ice. Remember, it's usually going to go like right here, or right here, or on the least used liquor over here on the other side. Up here is usually long straws, short straws. They call them cocktail straws. These are called cocktail napkins or beverage napkins. I apologize for that being empty. They're still in the mail, and I didn't want to wait to shoot this video. Then you got your shakers, small shaker, big shaker. One of these guys. Now what I didn't do or forgot to do was, I'm working one-handed here. A lot of times you got that number. So sometimes you got to pick that up and go, hey, there's a pint glass there. So you don't just pull that off and the pint glass fall down. And then your strainer. So I guess we'll just leave that there. And then over here we have glassware. A lot of times pint glasses, they're everywhere. So if you can pick up some pint glasses, pick them up at a thrift store or whatever, secondhand store. If you can't, go buy some mason jars, some pint mason jars. I think this actually isn't a pint mason jar. I think it might be an old jelly jar. Anyway, we recycle stuff around here. So that's your basic well setup. Oh, the TV remote. This is the first thing I could think of to mimic your gun, your soda gun. Okay, it's about the right size. I looked on eBay. Soda guns are like $300 or $400, so I'm not going to do that. If you have one of these, use it, or an old one or whatever. If not, find a piece of wood about this size, a 1x2, anything. It doesn't matter, anything. But what I'm looking for is kind of these buttons. See, I can feel what button I'm on by where my thumb's at. And you want to do that because, well, I'm going to go over that in a different video. But you want to have some buttons where you can feel which button you're hitting. And if you get, say, a block of wood or a little piece of wood about this size and put in push pins, not the big ones that stick out, but like the rounded top push pins, they'll mimic the buttons on a soda gun. Okay, so that's why I have this here. And one of the main things I want to point out is, well, there's two things. Well, one thing, sorry. So I put my soda gun over here, right? And that is because I'm gonna use my soda gun with my right hand, but if you look down here, this starts off vodka, gin, rum, tequila, bourbon, triple sec. Now that's the order of your liquors. I'm gonna make another video about that, but that's the order you want your liquors in. They don't have to start on the left. Usually they start on the opposite side of where your gun is, because you are gonna grab, you know where, if these are consistent, then you know which bottle to grab. But you're gonna grab this bottle to make a vodka tonic. You'll grab this bottle with your left hand and the soda gun with your right. That way you're using both hands. That's how you be fast. You use both hands all the time. Another one is glassware. We have our glassware over here, so we have our ice scoop over here. Okay, so as I grab a glass, I'm already reaching for my ice scoop to get a scoop of ice and put it in there, and that should be one fluid movement. Grabbing the glass and grabbing the ice scoop. That didn't break. Oh, sweet. So grabbing the glass, grabbing the ice scoop, one fluid movement, and then your ice is already in your glass, ready to pour a drink. Then you're gonna use your gun and a liquor and pour that. It should be done in 5 seconds, 7 seconds. So that's why you have ice scoop on the opposite side of your glassware, soda gun on the opposite side of where your liquor order starts. Now, sometimes your soda gun's over there, sometimes it's over there. So you need to be ambidextrous. You should be able to, in fact, you should be setting up your bar every other day, flip it, put your glassware over there, this side, and your ice scoop here, and then your soda gun here, and start your rail liquor or your well liquor with vodka over this way. Okay, that way, no matter what bar you go to or start working in, you're already going to be used to using both hands. All right, you need to be ambidextrous. So if you practice this way, your brain will remember. Trust me, your brain remembers stuff. Remembers a bunch of stuff we don't want it to. So have it remember this because you do want it to. And that is about all I want to say about your well setup. But again, I found this piece of wood at work. It's just an extra slab of plywood. It's a scrap. These boxes are some of the boxes I found at home. This basket's from home. These glassware is from work, but I bought glassware at the secondhand store. Bottles at the secondhand store. This bottle at Dollar General. Get creative. Okay, you don't have to spend a ton of money. Okay, you can just set up bowls. If you have bowls at the house, just set up 2 or 3 so that you practice grabbing a garnish to garnish a drink. You don't have to buy one of these. All right, just get creative, save some money, save as much money as you can. Just as long as you're going through the movements, your brain will remember. As long as you're consciously making those movements. Oh, now I'm grabbing a lime. Look, I'm grabbing. Oh, I put it on backwards. Look at that. I'm grabbing a lime. Put it out. This should be turned around. Let's just do that right now. So I'm grabbing a lime. Boom, I just put a garnish. That drink's ready to go. Now, as I'm garnishing with one hand, I'm grabbing a straw with another. And I'll have to make some videos where it's facing me and I just do a fluid movement of making a rum and Coke or whatever, rum and soda. So that should be plenty to digest. Watch this video as many times as you need to digest what I just said, to soak in what I said. Put it on pause, take notes, do whatever you need to do to remember the key points of opposite sides, of where I spoke about opposites and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.